Hey, we got to get right into this. It's Opie and Anthony. Big star on the line. Big star! Let's say hi to Frank Vincent, a friend of the show. What's up, Frank?
Hey, you guys being good or what?
Yeah. We're being good.
Don't whack us, Frank. Don't whack us.
Hey, you never know, man.
Wow, Frank.
Now we got something to talk about, Frank.
Okay, let's go.
Now we got something to talk about.
You are the man. No mercy.
No mercy.
My God.
Last night was a great episode.
They're saying one of the best ever.
Yes,
yeah,
Frank.
So it was really high tension and a lot of stuff went on. Yeah.
Well, I mean, now obviously they said you guys have been shooting different endings, like so nobody technically knows the ending, right? Is that correct? Like.
Well, we everybody shot their own thing. I only shot one thing for the ending. Now I don't know what they shot, what Jimmy shot or anybody else shot. You know, I mean, I knew about what happened last night. I knew that was going to happen.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I don't know what's going to happen next week in terms of the rest of the show.
Wow.
All right, where is Phil hiding? It's been annoying me all night. You put a hit out on Tony and Bacala and who was the other one?
Silvio.
And Silvio, and then all of a sudden you disappear. At least tell us where you're hiding.
Well, he put a hit out on Tony.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, and especially Tony.
And yeah, the top three guys.
He's with his wife. He's hiding in the mountains.
Aha. In the mountains.
In the mountains.
With his wife. You are something in that show. Jesus.
Oh, boy.
This is some of the most brutal stuff now.
Well, I like the way Bacala died. Wasn't that great?
Had you seen that scene yet, or did you watch them shoot that?
I saw it. What I saw last night. I saw it for the first time. Like you saw it. We don't see anything.
That was so beautifully shot because I mean he's standing there like just this big mope talking about trains, and you know he's about to be murdered.
I'm gonna go for it.
Yeah, this is one. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna get it. And you're like, big fat man just wants a choo-choo.
Yeah. Alan Taylor's the director of that episode. I'm sure he's going to be nominated for that episode.
It was so good. It was not even just the fact that he was killed. It was the way, as the gunmen are approaching Bacala to kill him, they show like this head-on shot of the train on the tracks, and they're like going to people who are hiding as he's being murdered, and they clip to a quick one of the little figurines on the train set that's covering its face. It was so well
really?
done, man. It was really beautifully shot.
Brilliant.
Wow.
All right, so you obviously at the beginning of the season told us that your role really picked up a lot, and you weren't kidding.
Yeah,
man.
you weren't kidding.
I mean,
I'm glad we stood by you there, Frank.
Yeah,
The first couple episodes, and we're like, wow, why are we talking to Frank Vincent?
yeah, where is he?
Where is he?
Right.
Please tell me that Melfi gets popped.
Yeah.
Does somebody pop Melfi?
Maybe Tony's going to pop her.
Frank, give us something. Come on, let's just blow it up for everybody.
no,
you know the ending. Let's go. Let's make history
last
together.
Show, you want me to give you something?
Yeah, the last show.
Yeah, let's go.
He's going to blab.
Look what fun you had all this time.
See?
You're a good friend of the show, though. We'll be in all the press clippings.
I'll give you something. What's really going to happen is Tony and Phil are going to get in a convertible and ride off the cliff like
Thelma and Louise.
That would be the end of the Sopranos.
We were saying how great it would be if something completely bizarre, like if Tony just came out of the closet and walked off with a transgendered friend and it was never explained.
All right?
Or maybe Tony goes into the bookstore and he reads A Man's Guide to Being a Man's Man. Is that the way?
Guy's Guide to Being a Man's Man.
Guy's Guide.
That's right, huh?
See that, Frank?
out.
We always plug.
I appreciate it.
And then
guys.
Frank comes in and sees him reading it and then goes, he's a nice enough guy, and leaves him alone.
That's right.
And I'll give him a go home and get you a Shine Box T-shirt.
Yeah. But right away, I put hits out on him and his friends. He's getting fresh.
Hey, Frank, any people talking about a movie?
No, what I'm hearing in the corners of the rooms is that David is interested in maybe doing a prequel. Now, I don't know
Okay.
what that would mean.
That means Tony's
I don't know
dies.
if Jimmy's up for that. I know Jimmy's got a big contract with HBO now to do some producing. I think Jimmy's probably going to lay low now for a little while, get Tony Soprano out of his mind a little bit.
They should do a movie and just make believe nothing happened yet. Bring back everybody and just start over.
You know what? It would be a smash hit.
Hey, Frank, what happened with Phil that he went from, because even Tony brought it up in one of the episodes where you were in the hospital and you kind of had a moment with Tony, and what happened to Phil that made him so ruthless and put him in this position?
Well, he did this. He did the scene in the club with the kids, and he explained how his name was really
Leonardo.
Leonardo, and they made it Leotardo. And then he lost his patience. He says he's tired of compromise. He's tired of compromise. No more of this.
So he completely swung the other way.
And he looked at his brother's photograph up on the wall.
Mm-hmm.
And then when Tony came in, he said, you want to cut? What compromise? He said, I was 20 years. I wanted Monagot. He said, and I had grilled cheese off the radiator,
mm-hmm.
and I wanted a woman. And what else he said?
Right.
And so he said, it's all over. No more compromise. We're going to go for it.
So he's just stuck to his guns, and that's it. Now you're going balls out.
Now he's going out. Yeah, he's going after the prize.
I like it.
Were you surprised they killed Christopher off the way they did?
Oh, it was interesting. That read-through, when we all read that script, everybody just sat silently. Just silence for like 3 minutes, and everybody was looking at each other, and it was amazing. Because I think at that point, the realization that it was coming to an end hit everybody.
Right, yeah, because that's obviously one of the main characters during the entire show.
Yeah, so we all sat around the table reading that. And when it was over, I think Edie was crying, and Jimmy was looking at. It's a big room, and Jimmy was looking at Christopher, and Christopher was looking at him, Michael. And the realization hit everybody. Yeah. You
guys read a table where you just do it's like a big square of tables, right?
Yeah. Every episode we sit the entire cast. And usually the fringe talent also, but in this case, in the last 3 or 4 read-throughs, there was no fringe talent. They used some production people to read the other parts. What prevents? Now, obviously, you guys have contracts, the big actors, but what prevents a boom guy or a camera guy from leaking it to the paper? Nothing. In fact, they leaked Michael's death, I think.
Yeah, they did. Yep. Yeah. I wasn't reading any spoilers though.
Yeah, there's like when we start shooting it, when you're on the set, there's got to be 60, 70 people on the set,
And they're not all going to be loyal. They're all looking out to better themselves by maybe throwing a tip out there.
That'd be great. You find out who it is and actually act like your characters and just beat the crap out of him, kicking him on the floor, stomp his face.
Up to now, your character again has gotten so interesting and really become a huge part of the show. What is? Could you find something you'd say was your favorite moment for Phil or as an actor to do on the show so far?
Well, I think the transition, the scene with the kids is great, and the follow-up scene to that, and actually yesterday's conversation where he said, they don't even know how to make people over there, meaning that they don't know how to make them, give them, make them part of the crew. They said that they don't even use blood. They don't put a sword on the table. That's all funny stuff if you really analyze it. And doing that stuff was fun. That was really good, nice scene to work.
You got any films or anything you're doing? Because you always seem to pop up in these great Scorsese movies and have huge parts.
Well, I'm looking at a film now called Survival. It's about a jewel thief here in Florida, and we might be doing it in July. It looks like it's going to happen.
Yeah. Hey, Frank, do you know the ending of The Sopranos?
Yeah.
Oh, you definitely know what's going to happen next week.
Well, I know what I know. I don't know if he's changed anything.
Right. You think he's tricking everybody, though? Because they have said there's 3 or 4 endings, I guess.
I know what happens to Phil for sure. I know where that goes.
Okay, what?
Yeah, what happens?
You can tell us.
You can tell us. We won't say anything.
We'll keep it under our hats.
He rides off with Tony in the sunset. Over a cliff.
No, Frank, we're off the air now.
Story.
We're off the air. They're playing commercials. So what happens?
Wouldn't it be funny if Frank was just drunk and spit it out?
Damn.
You'll be surprised.
Well, I can't wait, and a bunch of people, I'm sure, can't wait. The big finale. Is it going to be an hour? Is it going to be what? Are you going to throw us an extra 10 minutes?
I think it's probably going to be just a regular length. That's what I understood.
This one seems short because it DVR'd at I watched it live actually, but it came out at 47 minutes. It was a little shorter than I wanted.
You cheap bastards! Do an hour. You're killing us. We look at the clock. We go, we got 10 minutes left, and the show's over.
For the commercials for A&E,
Yeah.
Well, we're loving this season, and your character is just great, man.
Yeah,
thanks, guys.
You guys set it up nice for next Sunday.
Hey,
That's
you
for sure.
You make
Good luck to you guys. You guys, I heard little stories about you. You know.
we got jammed up a little bit there, Frank, but we took care of business. I'll take care of business like Phil does.
Yeah, I wish we could, believe me. I'd love to just sit around with just a bunch of guys with guns and go, all right, we'll shoot him, and him. How much fun that... It must suck to come back to real life and realize you have to call creepy agents and lawyers.
Oh, yeah.
Instead of just some guys to do your dirty work. All right there, Frank. Thanks a lot for...
Hey, don't forget about a man's man.
What, you want to give
a
a
man's man?
All right, the plugs. Hey, come it out.
Hey.
What's the name of the book, Frank?
Guy's Guide to Being a Man's Man. FrankVincent.com. Go home and get your Shinebox T-shirts and Phil Leotardo T-shirts and mouse pads, the whole thing.
Hey,
right,
Frank, thanks for the loyalty, by the way. You've been with us pretty much every Monday this season. We really appreciate
one
that.
Monday to do.
Very cool.
Well,
all right.
Good luck this week, and we'll talk to you next week.
And when I come back to New York, I'll come on the show with you guys.
Absolutely.
Okay, guys.
Bye, Frank.
Thank you, Frank.
Thank you.
Frank Vincent, everyone.
There he goes. Our newest, bestest pal.
Yeah, I love Frank Vincent.
Frank Vincent.
Love him.
Hey, before we take a break and get back to the